sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown, the most popular online channel devoted to basketball fundamentals. Did you guys watch that game last night? Because if you didn't, you missed perhaps one of the most scintillating performances ever by an NBA player in the playoffs. Dirk Nowitzki scored 48 points on only 15 shot attempts, 1-5. And I have to tell you, it looked a lot like he was shooting around at the YMCA. The Oklahoma City Thunder's defense did very little bumping him off his spots, fronting the post, doubling him, switching up defenders to keep him off balance. And I'm not sure that Scotty Brooks has that in his arsenal on defense. And if they don't, it's going to be a massive out-coaching job, Rick Carlisle over Scott Brooks, because they have to be able to do something. Especially because if they're going to let Dirk get his points, they have to shut down everybody else. And boy, did they not do that. They let JJ Barea go off and they let Jason Terry go off. And you're not going to win doing that. I want to show you that there was one player in Oklahoma City that did very well on defense against Dirk, even though it might not show up in the box score. And that was Sefolosha. Let's start by looking at Sefolosha's defense on Dirk, because it was the best of anybody in the Thunder. He rides him all the way along the lane, takes away position, and makes him catch the ball near the three-point line. This is great. On the spin to the baseline, there's no help. Perkins should be coming off of Haywood to stop that drive. Watch Sefolosha front the post and take away Dirk's position. Dirk wants the ball to go to the top for a duck-in, but here comes Perk, one arm length away. That's legal. Once he gets too far away from Dirk, it's an illegal defense. He's not guarding anybody. Look at the difference when Sefolosha guards Dirk Nowitzki from behind. Look how close Dirk is to the basket, a real easy turnaround over his right shoulder off the glass. Sefolosha goes again to fronting the post and taking away Dirk's position. This works so well that the Mavericks are forced to swing the ball back around and try and get Dirk on the repost, which is great because when he does get the ball, he's almost at the three-point line again. Perfect position to defend him. However, they double down finally with Westbrook, who is one pass away. It's wrong. There's Kid wide open for the three, and he says thanks. Let me show you what they should do. On this play, Perkins should be the one coming over to double, and then Durant's going to slide over and watch Perkins' man. Perfect rotation. Sometimes a coach getting a technical foul is good for the team. As Carlisle comes out to check on his injured player, Marion, he screams at the ref, cussing him out, and gets teed up. This, however, sparks a 16-1 run in favor of the Mavericks. Nowitzki's going to get screened and then come up and screen the ball and slip it. They give him the ball, and that forces a rotation, which means that Westbrook is guarding Chandler. Watch Marion go right to the basket, and Durant does not box him out. Giving Dallas a second chance at scoring is a very bad idea. As they swing the ball around, Nowitzki gets penetration, and you have Westbrook again rotating on Chandler. He ain't going to stop that. Rick Carlisle has scouted the plays OKC runs, and watch how Jason Terry takes away the pass to Harden, completely and utterly ruining their offense. They have nothing left. There's now under 10 seconds to go. Watch the cushion they give Westbrook, begging him to shoot the outside shot, and he's more than happy to oblige. When Dirk gets the ball in the low post, they finally double team, but with the wrong player. Westbrook's man is only one pass away, and he comes from the top. He shouldn't be the guy doubling. Watch Harden as he doesn't rotate over fast enough, way too slow to close out on that short corner Jason Terry 3. The Mavs are now on a run, cutting the lead to 1 point, and they send Kevin Durant around on a curl. Westbrook ignores him, it kind of becomes a screen for him, and he puts his head down and misses an easy shot in the lane. The Mavericks race down the court, and James Harden is going to have to make a decision. He has two guys down there near the basket, and instead he runs out to Jason Terry, even though Westbrook is there to get him, leaving Shawn Marion wide open. Really bad defense by James Harden. Because Perkins is a non-threat on offense, watch Chandler as he can hang out in the lane and help out on Durant. Kidd will then go off of Westbrook because they don't care if he shoots a jump shot. Durant misses that shot and they race back down. Watch Ibaka not pick up Nowitzki. He's pointing to Jason Terry on the weak side. Meanwhile, he lets Nowitzki get right to the basket for an and one. On the sideline out of bounds, they go to Durant, who then comes around to Westbrook, who decides to lower his head and just throw up a wild shot. Again, Chandler is fantastic at helping out and blocks it. Instead of running something, Durant passes up a three and shoots a tough shot that misses. I got frustrated here watching Collison sort of body him up, but they let Dirk hold the ball for 5 seconds before he turns around and nails that shot. So now they're down by 6. They need a bucket. They got Harden, Durant, and Westbrook in. So what do? They cross screen for Perkins and let him go one-on-one against Nowitzki. What the hell is going on here? And Scott Brooks isn't telling him not to do it. That stuff gets sent back at him so hard, it comes down there on a fast break. They miss it, but then they get the rebound, and there's a foul on OKC. Terrible. There seems to be some sort of controversy between Jason Terry and Joe Crawford, the referee. There is almost no contact on Harden there, and out of the blue from down on the baseline, Joey Crawford calls that foul. That is not his foul. The referee is right there in front of it who doesn't call it. And something happens because a few minutes later, he makes a similar, very strange call. He poses problems because if you try and go underneath the screen like Westbrook does, he can pull up and hit the 3. One of my favorite players in the NBA right now is JJ Barea, an undrafted kid out of Northeastern. He worked really hard, but let me tell you, he is faster with the ball than most of the NBA players without the ball. And when he gets going, it's almost impossible to stop, as the Lakers found out. And it's not just scoring, even though he did plenty of that tonight. He can hit guys on cross-court feeds on the numbers at will. This guy could easily be another Steve Nash if he keeps it up. Normally you go under the screen to contain the ball handler so he can't drive. Well, if you let him get a full head of steam going, he is so fast, a little stutter step, and he gets right into the lane and can pull up. Very difficult cover. For you ballers, watch the footwork as he comes around, right, left, backwards, and then right again. That's the stutter step that gets him open. He gets right into the lane, and then he can plant his feet and shoot the fadeaway jump shot. Watch this great play as Haywood and Nowitzki are screening on top, opening up the entire lane for Barea to penetrate. One look from Nate the other way, boom, crossover, layup. No one can stop that. So there you have it, folks. All the Dallas Mavericks are going to do on defense is go underneath every one of those screens for Westbrook, begging him to shoot the shot. And I have a feeling that Westbrook is going to oblige. He takes too many shots. I've said this before. He should simply be the shooting guard on this team. And if he is that, he would be the #2 shooting guard in the league. And let Eric Maynard run the point and not kill him on offense. But they're stuck. Scotty Brooks probably has less control over the situation as you might think, because he keeps saying on record that he has to let Russell Westbrook be himself and take those shots. But I think what it's telling me is that he doesn't have the voice or the power or the will to sit Westbrook down and explain as a point guard. You can't be calling plays out that are supposed to be for the team and then just putting your head down and scoring. Because you know what that's like? That's a lot like the guy that brings a bottle of wine to the party and then drinks it all himself. Well, thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for lots more. The Bulls game is starting momentarily. Should be a great one, and I have a feeling that Wade and LeBron are going to go off. We'll see. And stay tuned. Right after this game, we're going to break down the game on a live cast, live chat at bballbreakdown.com. So come join us in the conversation, and we'll see you there.